Now, some of the world's biggest toy companies are increasingly recognising the need for diversity and inclusion in their ranges, with the aim of giving children a greater sense of identity. Last year, a new UK company, Khalsa Toy Store, started production on the world's first Sikh Action Figures. Here to tell me all about it are Sukh and Tajinder Singh. Great to see you, and thanks for bringing these amazing figures in. Tell me, how did it all get started, Sukh?
Well, Khalsa Toy Store initially started just over a year ago. So myself and my co-director, we were having a conversation as we were watching an animated movie with his children, and we thought we were really underrepresented in this industry. So we thought we want to bring about something that represents our image and identity as Sikhs.
Yeah. Representation is key, isn't it? Definitely. Children need to see someone who looks like them, you know, in every walk of life. Now tell me, this is Baaj Singh, is that right? Baaj Singh, have I pronounced that right?
That's correct, yeah.
So he's the first one, isn't he? Tell me a bit about him.
He's the pioneer.
So Baaj Singh, he is representation, a fictional figure of an 18th century Sikh warrior. At the time, Sikhs were having to live out in jungles or on the move constantly, but staying with their kind of idea of being spiritual warriors as well. And it's a representation of what a Sikh in the 18th century would have looked like, what they'd have dressed like, and then the whole kind of story, the backstory behind it that's on the back of the packaging is about this spiritual warrior who's on this quest to go through life, to be spiritual, to meditate, but then sometimes is attacked externally but also internally within the mind, and fighting those demons and those battles on a daily basis.
So it sounds like there's more to it than just fighting. I mean, he looks like a fighter. He's called a warrior. It isn't just about fighting, is it?
It's about both. So it's that balance of being a spiritual warrior, but the warrior only becomes a warrior if they're spiritual first and that meditate, and only if needed. But actually it's about that philosophy of Sikhs of actually we're here to serve God and remember God with everything we do.
Yeah. I had to get a closer look at these guys, and I say guys, but what I love about them, when I was growing up, a lot of these action figures would have been men, but you have women here as well. Look at her.
Yes, certainly. So equality is a very big concept in our faith as well in Sikh. So there's no limitation in the way a Sikh woman would look compared to a Sikh male. So that's why they both wear turbans. She's also got her own weapons as well that she used for her self-defense, but also in terms of leadership as well. So she also leads her own battalions.
Yeah,
Kaur.
Yeah, and I've just dropped the shield, actually. Sorry, I'm wrecking the joint already.
We're having a little play, let's be honest.
Sorry.
He was already
having a little battle.
Away there.
I know we said it isn't all about fighting, but actually the aim really is, when you pick them up, is you want to sort of have a little sword fight. It takes me back to when I was a little kid. Tell me, I don't know much about the toy industry, but one thing I do know is there's a hell of a lot of competition, isn't there? Is it quite difficult? How's it working out to find your space in the market?
Yeah, for us it's been amazing because we're the pioneers in this, so we're the very first to actually bring Sikh representative toys, and especially as a full collection as well, which are fully articulated. And then Tajinder can tell you more about the reaction of that.
Yeah, so when these guys were in their kind of initial phases and they got the first prototypes out, I've got 2 young children, so they're 6 and 8 now. So when they first went and saw them, that initial reaction, we just wanted to test it quite raw. So went to the house and we got them out, let them unpackage them, let them have a play. And it was amazing that sense of pride they had to see that representation, to almost see, like you said, something that looks like them, something they aim to be as a toy that they can play with. It was absolutely fantastic. And we've seen that when I've been to a few places with Sukh and spoke to children, that sense of pride and of that identity and that awareness and the message that can get out there through a toy.
And I know I've got a little one who would absolutely love these. You've got, I think, 6 of them at the minute that are available, but you've got more in the pipeline?
That's correct, yeah. Loads of things working on the pipeline. So these are our first 3 characters, Baaj Singh, Sher, and Tegh. They're all available in 2 different variations each. But now we want to move on to making an arena for them, so a fortress where they'll all be housed, and you can prop up with different kind of props and animals and play with them. And then also other kinds of toys we're looking to get into, so Sikh educational toys, soft toys for younger ages as well.
Wow, a castle, I mean, a fortress. I'm sort of getting carried away. This sounds brilliant. They are brilliant. Thank you very much for coming in. Sukh and Tajinder.
I'm taking him home with me.
That's mine.
Oh, sorry. OK, we'll get one each. Don't worry, we're not leaving.
All available at khalsatoystore.com.
Thank you so much. Now, earlier in the show,